What is good? What is up?
Yo,
How's it
what's up?
going?
What's up, my guy?
Man, figured we'd get on here and talk a little ACC football, man. We've already broke down all the other conferences. Let's just let the cat out of bag here, man. This is the easiest conference probably to predict, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, Corey. Out of all the
Yeah,
ones that we've previewed so far, this one right here, man, it's going to be a hand pick 'em league. But you never know. Football's not one on paper, it's one on grass. So we'll see what happens. For those of you at home that are tuning in, if you're not already, go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, hit that notification bell so you guys can always be up to date for all our newest and latest content. Because, guys, I'm telling y'all, football season starting up. This thing's about to get hot up here in the house. So, Corey, without further ado, let me go ahead and get this thing pulled up here.
let's go,
And
baby.
we'll get into this ACC football preview that we got here. So, like I was just saying, this is going to be the easiest conference to discuss. And it starts right here with Dabo Sweeney and Clemson. I mean, they're the staple of the ACC. It starts with them, it ends with them. Everything to do with the ACC is them. And really, the only other team that's even kind of come close to them, well, maybe there's been a couple, is Miami and then Louisville, which we'll get in here and we'll talk about them a little bit. But Miami and Louisville lost a couple of things. And Clemson, they have Cade Klubnik coming back. This is, I believe, his third season, if I'm not mistaken, as a full-time starter over there in Clemson. He's
I think
not
so.
he's not really lived up to par to his expectations, Corey. Is that fair or unfair to say?
I I think yeah, for as touted as he was, that's it could be fair, but you gotta going into his senior year, he's gonna be one of the guys being talked about for a Heisman
Now, granted, I,
going into
I,
the season.
I say that, Corey, and I'm sitting here reading over 14 games. He threw for 3,600 yards, had 36 touchdowns, and ran for 463, and had 7 more touchdowns. So the kid had 43 total touchdowns. He was straight up handling the business. So, I mean, I can't really knock that. That's pretty damn good. They've got TJ Moore. They got Bryant Wesco over there and Antonio Williams on the wide receiver side of things. Clemson's loaded, man. Like they've got a really, really good football team. Their defense is nothing to sleep on, even though Brent Venables is not there anymore. Like that defensive line that they have over there. Peter Woods, if I'm not mistaken, is one of those guys on that defensive front, and that's a bad dude. Like Clemson could
Yeah.
really be talking about something like not just in the ACC, but Corey, Clemson could be like arguably one of the better teams in the country this year if everything works out. Is that
Uh,
crazy to say?
no, I think they did a real good job. It's funny because Dabo, just a few years ago, we were talking about this transfer portal NIL era kind of passing him by and he couldn't, adjust. Look like he's adjusted. And what's cool about what he's done, B Hill, is he's retained his talent,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
He recruits high schoolers in an era where guys are going after JUCO guys and transfer guys, and he's gotten these guys to come back. And he's got a really good senior junior class.
He
And
does.
it's about to show. You know what I mean? There's going to be by far the most experienced team in the ACC and one of them in the country. So yeah, they could absolutely make some noise in the playoffs. BL,
They they
absolutely,
could they could do some stuff. They could definitely do some stuff.
because all of these guys got experience. Who did they lose to? Texas in the college football playoff last year in the first
They
round.
did. They
So
did.
all of those guys got
They did.
experience. Most of the teams coming back. Man, I really like them a lot, man. I really do.
They do look good. They do look good. So Miami went 10-3 last year. They got them touted as the number 2 team here in the ACC. They lost Cam Ward, who was the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. Damian Martinez, they lost him too. And then they must retain their receiving options as well from 24. So Miami has a clean slate that they're doing from. Good thing is though, is Miami does a little thing they call recruiting. Mario Cristobal over there is handling his business as far as the recruiting side of things go. Um, they've definitely fixed up that team. I think they're a little too high to here, though, Corey. I don't know if I'm taking them at number two, bro, to be honest with you. I think I like a
I think
Louisville or North Carolina with Bill Belichick, and we're going to get into that, of course. But I think I like a couple of those teams over a Miami. I'm just being real. I think that last year you go 10-3 with the number one pick in the NFL draft. You went 10-3 with the number one pick in the NFL draft.
yeah.
That's your ceiling. You,
Yeah.
you're not. You lose that. Your leading receivers. You lose your leading rusher. Bro, you're restocking. I don't give a damn if you got 5 stars across the board, bro. True freshmen have to adjust to the college game. True sophomores, I don't give a damn who they are. You're gonna have to adjust to the game, and that's a lot to replace. That's a lot. Corey, I don't know, man. I think
I
they're a little high. I think they're a little high.
I think the conference is so weak that they are up there by default. I will say this time last year, we were talking about Carson Beck possibly being the Heisman winner at Georgia.
They
Georgia
do
had the number
got
one
Carson
team.
back over there.
And so
They do
Carson
got.
Beck's there now. And I think that's why we see them this high. If Carson Beck can live up to 80 or 90% of what he was supposed to be last year
He
at Georgia,
hasn't though. He hasn't
I
though.
know. I agree.
And,
I
and you
agree. But if
had and you had everything at Georgia, buddy. You're not gonna have what you had at Georgia and Miami. I'm gonna tell you that
that's
right
true.
now.
Yeah.
You don't. So
But the dude's got a lot of potential. What if he puts it all together? This can be a scary team. You just told me they recruited well, right?
they
So
did. They did.
they did recruit it well. There's just it's 50-50. Just as much the chances those guys flopping, not working out, they can all hit, or a majority of them can be a hit. And if
They were
Carson
big
Beck,
players. They were big players in the transfer portal. Big players.
well,
They were actually ones that were trying to get John Mateer.
yeah.
And a little
So there you
side
go.
nugget,
It's
John Mateer told me, he said Miami puts on a show when it comes to recruiting.
I bet they do, but
It's hard. He said it was hard to. He said it was hard to pass up that Miami Sun, that them
didn't
beaches and everything over there. Woo,
yeah, man. Cristobal went to
woo.
Miami. He knows how to play it up. And
He knows what he's doing.
here's the big thing. You look at that third paragraph, giving up 30.8 points in ACC play. I hope he fixed the defense. I don't think the offense is, you know what I mean? Like you can't be giving up 30 points a game
Facts.
in the possibly the worst Power Four conference. That don't make no sense,
You ain't
right?
lying. You ain't lying. You
At
ain't lying.
Miami too, where you supposed to have all the athletes. Miami's traditionally known for having some studs on defense.
We're gonna see. We're gonna
Yeah,
see. This is another team right here. I forgot about them whenever I was mentioning my top.
yeah,
SMU, they're another school that's thrown out there. They've thrown that money out there. They got some donors over there at SMU. They got a lot of people with a lot of money that want to see SMU back up in the spotlight. They do. These are one of
and
those
that last
teams.
year, what happened last year, kind of fueled that fire, right? Through some
Yeah.
fan the flames of that.
Kevin Jennings, the quarterback over there. I'm gonna tell y'all right now at home, for those of you that don't, go turn the tape on. That kid can sling it. He's a baller. He's a baller. I'm telling
I
you
like
right
him.
now,
Yeah,
Kevin Jennings can ball. I wish Kevin Jennings, if we didn't have John Mateer, I would love to have him at OU. No doubt about that.
yeah,
And he's a very good. He took over for Preston Stone, and he actually looks better than Preston Stone to me. To me, Preston Stone held back SMU. He was holding them
wow.
back. Kevin
Okay.
Jennings takes them to that next level. To
I'm
me,
gonna
my
need.
opinion.
No, I agree. I'm gonna need Kevin to be more consistent against the better teams, though. I felt like,
Absolutely.
yeah, and I think he played okay in that the ACC championship against Clemson. I
Yeah.
think the turnovers, right? against Penn State in that first round game in the playoff last year really killed them. So when he gets to that moment again, if they're able to get back to the ACC title, because they're going to be right in the thick of it. The conference is not strong at all, right? So they're going to be pushing for ACC title. And then if you get back into the playoff, you got to be more consistent. You got to show up in the big games. But I agree with everything you said. The dude is an absolute stud. To me, this is the wild card team in the conference.
They absolutely are. They're replacing their defensive coordinator. They're replacing their coordinator, though, if I'm not, or no, they're replacing their defensive performance. They just have two starters back on defense last year. They did have the best defense in the ACC last year.
Yeah. Yep.
So, Louisville. Here's another one of those teams that you kind of can't never sleep on because Louisville is always a solid football team year in and year out.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're any kind of threat to do anything, though, Corey. I really don't. I think that this is an 8-9 win football team. 8 and 9 wins just because they're in the ACC. They were in any other conference, they're winning 5 or 6. It's just the kind of football team Louisville is. It's just the kind of football team that they are. They're in the weakest conference. They're going to be able to win 8 or 9 games because they are in the weakest conference. Other than that, I see them as maybe the 5th best team. Arguably.
Yeah, look, man. Yeah, Jeff Brown does a real good job, and they're just a cut above all of the rest of the teams in the conference outside of SMU, Clemson, and Miami.
Yep.
And when you look at SMU, Clemson, and Miami last year, 2 out of those 3 teams got into the college football playoff, and Miami was a Syracuse loss away from making an ACC title game. So, yeah, they're really good, but they're not good as the top 3.
They're just not. They're just not. Georgia Tech. It seems like to me Georgia Tech loses like so many running backs to everybody else.
Bro, Jahmyr Gibbs was there.
You know what I mean? And then
I did not know Jahmyr Gibbs played there and rushed for 1,400 yards and just said, "Oops, I'm out. I'm going to Alabama."
Oh yeah, I'm going to Alabama. I'm gonna go be a first-round draft pick.
Yeah,
that's what he did. That's exactly what that kid did. But no, Georgia Tech. I mean, this is kind of at the point, Corey. This is why this conference is just weak, man. Who cares? Really?
Their head coach today at the SEC Media Days. I don't know if you saw this, but I caught it on X. I think he had the sound clip of the day at the ACC Media Days.
What did he say?
Somebody asked him about playing Georgia, not at home, but I think the Georgia Dome or somewhere. And the Georgia Tech people were not happy with that. And so a reporter asked him, he was like, "Man, I don't care. We'll play these guys at Piedmont Park or at 5:00 tonight. I don't care where we play the game." And so a lot of people got a kick out of that. And he was like feisty too. Like you can tell he's a hothead.
I love it.
The thing with I loved it too. I thought it was a great sound clip. But the thing with Georgia Tech is you're right. Like they're not going to matter in the big picture.
They're just not going to do anything. I mean, they might get an upset win here or there, might surprise somebody, but overall, are they going to do something? Am I picking Georgia Tech to win anything? Absolutely not.
I like their quarterback, the Haynes King kid. I remember watching him play.
Yeah. I'll have to see, man. I'm just not a believer. There's just nobody in this conference outside of Clemson and Miami that's like, am I worried about these teams? Clemson, Miami, and SMU. After that, like, see Duke, buddy, Duke ain't doing nothing. And that's a basketball school.
Manny Diaz got back into the ACC. He had a short run at Miami. If that's your coach at Duke, yeah, Duke's not going to be very good. I don't think Manny Diaz is a good head coach. I think he's a really good defense coordinator.
This was another team right here. I'm kind of like Mike Norvell. Like, how do you go from 13-1 to 2-10? How do you do that? How does that happen?
They completely missed in the portal.
Yeah,
I think you know what I mean? Like they completely missed. They flopped in the portal last year.
Uyunglele. You thought DJ Uyunglele was actually going to be a good quarterback. Did you not realize that the kid was at Clemson and didn't succeed? I'm sorry, but if you our quarterback and you're at Clemson with everything that they have and everything that we know, and you're not successful, I'm probably not going to take you in the portal.
I
Like that's a top 10, top 5 program in today's college football world. And if you can't be successful there, I don't want you.
This is so
That
weird, man. Because Florida State, oh, I don't get how they can't do better in the portal and do better recruiting just overall. I don't understand how that happens. I really don't understand how last year happened. I'm still kind of miffed by that, bro. I know it's easy to say that they just missed in the portal and the guys they brought in didn't hit, but 2-10.
2-10, buddy. My God, in the ACC, in this ACC that we're talking about,
Yeah, the current version of it
that's
at its
terrible.
weakest form. Yeah.
It's terrible.
If they go 5-7 or 4-8, is Mike Norvell gone?
My God, you'd almost have to think he would be.
He'd definitely be on the hot
Florida
seat,
State,
right?
there's a lot of proud people over there at Florida State. That's a rich history program. Like that ain't no slouch. You
No.
know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
don't know. It's definitely up for discussion. Look at old Bill, man. Bill is living the life right now. Let me tell you. Bill is the man. Bill's got himself a young little girlfriend too, man. People's hating on that man, Bill. Get this man Bill a break. Bill's doing all right.
The Bill's doing his thing. He brought her to
Bill,
media days today. She
I'm
was there.
happy. I'm happy
Yeah,
for him.
man. Look, bro, Bill's knocking it out. You know, he's having fun at home.
Why
Dude's
not?
70. He's in
You
his late
know,
70s, man. Like
and he's coaching college football.
yeah, if I'm single and I'm going out, if I got this hot little young thing that want to hang out, let's do it. Why not?
She's not doing nothing illegal. She's definitely
No.
legal. So
I
Bill
think this is a
Belichick.
team you don't want to catch on a weeknight. You know how ACC plays a lot of weeknight games like during the
I,
week.
I'm very interested to see how his team does, man. I really am because there's some guys that he picked up that are like, hey, I want to go play for Bill Belichick. I mean, damn it, if you're a player, why would you not want to?
He's
You
got
know what I
college
mean?
coaches on the staff. He's going to prepare you like a pro.
Right.
Those, I'll tell you anything. If anything, North Carolina, when they show up on game days, they're going to be prepared.
Prepared,
They're going to
professional. He's
know
going to teach you how to
everything.
watch film, how to look at
Yes.
the X's and O's. You're going to
Yes.
know the insides and outs. You're going to know
Yes.
everything. And your game plan is going to be top notch. You're going to have a game plan week in and week out. And the thing is like, who better to be like, this is exactly what they're going to be looking for in the NFL? He
Yeah, bro.
knows.
He knows.
Like, he knows. Buddy, dude won 6 Super Bowls,
Super
bro.
Bowls,
Like,
yeah. He's
come
won
on.
8. He was a defensive coordinator for 2 in the 80s.
See
This
what
I'm
I'm
telling you,
saying?
bro. You have to play North Carolina on a Friday night if you're like, I don't know, Clemson, Miami, or SMU.
Be
You catch them on
careful.
a Thursday
Be
night, Friday
careful.
night game, you're in trouble.
You better be careful. You better be
You
careful.
better
You
be
better
buttoned
bring.
up. You better be buttoned up, and you better be prepared.
You saying you better bring your lunch pail and your extra sandwich is what you're telling me? Be ready for some
Everything,
hard work.
bro. You better
Hard
bring your
work.
mind. You got to bring your brain with him. He's
We'll
gonna
be on.
outthink you.
We'll be on that hard work.
Work, yeah.
Hard
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, man.
So, all right, man. Well, shoot, really, after this, I mean, NC State, I mean, come on, let's be real.
Yeah,
Virginia
Virginia Tech.
Tech,
No.
they're just not. They're just not. They're just not. I'm not, no.
You know what? A lot of these teams have portal quarterbacks. So, like that, just everything you scroll through, one of those teams might flash. You might see one of those guys in the top 25, depending on the quarterback that they got in the portal, if they hit or not. Just like Syracuse last year, they're a top 25 team because they had what's his name, Tom
Syracuse got,
McCord.
yeah.
But he left. He's in the NFL now. So you know what I mean? Like Boston College, they're another one.
Bill
I don't.
O'Brien went back to the college ranks. He's over there with them.
Yeah, Grayson James. They got the FIU transfer. So your quarterback came from Florida International. Like that's not. We don't know anything about him. He could be good. He can be bad. But if he hits,
Right,
Bill O'Brien's
right,
another coach that coached in the NFL. So
right,
it
right.
wouldn't surprise me if Boston College in this conference, if this quarterback
Surprising
from
some people.
Florida, yeah, they win 8
Surprise.
games. They're 8-4, 9-3 at the end of the year. Who you
Here it
going
is.
with? Who's your pick? Is it even a question? No.
It's got to be Clemson, man. It's
I'm
got
with
to
you,
be
bro.
right.
It's Clemson's world. The rest of the conference is just living in it. Carson Beck's
Who's
a wild card.
who?
SMU, the
Who's
quarterback
your
Jennings.
second? I was getting ready to say SMU's not. They're not a slouch. Are they beating
No,
Clemson though? Would I pick them to beat Clemson? No, absolutely not.
no,
With
no,
what
no.
Clemson has on that defensive line, the hog mollies up front, no, they got guys that are going to be playing on Sundays. That's just it comes down to Jimmy's and Joe's at that point. Clemson's
Yeah,
just a step above. They recruited a step above. Like it's just night and day different. SMU's not going to be able to hang with that. Miami's not going to be able to hang with it. I think it's easy, bro. I think it's really easy. I think you have
yeah,
maybe a Miami Clemson, maybe a SMU Clemson ACC title game, but Clemson's in that game, and
yeah,
Clemson's going to win this conference. And
yeah.
I
How
don't
do you
even
think they're
think
going to do in the playoff? Like we talked about it, right? They got a lot of guys coming back. This is going to be Dabo's one of his better teams. Klubnik finally had a good year last year, right? You know, like they're gonna. Are they a top 5 team by the end of the year going into the playoff? Do you think that?
top
And
10,
do they go undefeated?
top
You think
10
they go
just because
undefeated?
top 10 just because of strength of schedule.
Right.
Top 10. I think don't they have LSU week 1 if I'm not mistaken? Let me take a look here and see. I'm gonna
Which
look.
LSU's lost week 1 to they lost last year, they lost week 1 to USC. Year before that, they lost to Florida State. LSU traditionally, Brian Kelly's been getting his ass whooped in week 1 games. So Clemson, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a top 10 matchup.
Yeah, they play LSU on ABC.
We're at in
So
Georgia.
versus LSU, it's saying it's at home. So they're playing at Memorial
Oh,
Stadium in Clemson. It's a hell of a game right there, week 1, buddy. You wanna get it how you live, buddy.
yeah,
That's how you get it how
that's
you live
gonna be
right
a lit
there.
game. Well, Garrett Nussmeier versus Cade Klubnik.
That's interesting.
That's gonna be a good game. Who you
That's
got?
LSU.
I'm gonna take LSU too.
I like LSU in that game. LSU, they're a problem, bro. They
I
really
think,
are.
yeah,
They really, really are, man. They're
Harold Perkins might have 4 sacks in that game. I
oh,
hope Clemson has a tackle that can block it.
I can't believe that dude came back, bro. That's my thing. I'm like, bro, he came back. Dude was a day 1 pick right off the bat, bro.
He wants to win a natty, bro.
They got a team to do it. They
Yeah,
definitely have a team to do it. So that's why I've got LSU as just a top 10, or Clemson is just a top 10 team because I don't think they're going to win that game. And you don't win that game, you don't be top 5. Now you win that game, and then
game.
you run the table in the ACC, you handle your bit. Yeah, then you're a top 5 team. Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
yep. And you got to think there's going to be some
But
teams in the ACC that pop up out of nowhere. They're going to give them some quality wins.
there,
I
yeah.
I would think 2 out of the what it's a 17 team league, so 2 out of the 13 that
It's
we
like a,
think realistically don't have a chance.
I mean, they've got Corey, I'm not seeing 2 out of 3, bro. I'm seeing maybe 1 or 2.
What's a better conference, the Big 12 or the ACC?
But hang on, let me go ahead and break it. Look at that. The Big 12 overall
I
from a
think the
strong
top heavy, if you're talking at the
top
top,
heavy. Now Clemson's beating
ACC,
anybody in the Big 12.
yeah,
I'll just
yeah,
be real
100%.
with you there. But look
Yeah.
at this schedule, bud. Just so the viewers at home can see this.
Oh shit, LSU.
You
That's the big one.
don't beat LSU. And then The last game there against South Carolina, don't sleep
Carolina,
on that.
that's a
Don't
huge
sleep on
rivalry
that
game.
game.
That's a
So
huge
that's a big
rivalry
one.
game.
But, bro, I mean, like, what, SMU? This is.
That's so doable. That is so doable.
They're running the table, in my opinion, here, bro.
They got an easy ass schedule and it's sandwiched starting off and ending with 2 SEC teams.
You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? It's just Clemson's conference. It's Clemson's world. Everybody else is living in it. That's where we're at. Dabo's running this thing.
At South Carolina too. They might lose that one. So yeah, I think you go 10-2, win the ACC, go 11-2.
They better not lose at South Carolina. It's going to depend on where we're at. But Lamont Sellers over there with South Carolina is no joke. Like, they're bringing.
They beat them. Did they beat them this past year, or did Clemson win that one?
I'm pretty sure Clemson won against them.
Won it?
Yeah, Clemson was in the playoff, bro. Stop and think about
it. They won their conference title. They got automatic.
They didn't lose South Carolina, bro. They beat them. Pretty sure.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Somebody stat check me or whatever if you want to down in the comments. I don't care. Engage me. Tell me I'm wrong. That's fine. But I'm pretty sure they beat them last year. So man, yeah.
They lost. They lost.
Clemson lost?
Yeah.
Damn. What was the score?
17-14, South Carolina.
You're shitting me. They really lost?
Yeah, brother.
Damn, see? Cabe Kludnick, I told you, man. See,
Lenore Sellers didn't even I almost said he didn't even play good until I saw his rushing stats. Lenore Sellers was 13-21, 164 yards, 1 interception, 16 carries, 166 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Cool.
Yeah.
Get out of here. That kid's a problem. That kid is a serious problem next year in the SEC this upcoming season. I'm fixing to tell you. We got to play them at South Carolina.
That was in Clemson, brother. That was at Clemson, too. They play them at home.
I remember. I remember that game now that you brought that up. That game, that was a hell of a game, too, if I'm not mistaken. There was some other stuff
it's starting to come to my head. Yeah.
There was some other stuff that happened in that game. That wasn't just like a gimme type of game right there. That was like last second, some stuff happened that didn't work out. But anyways, man, you can't lose those games this year, though. You can't.
No,
Technically, they probably. Well, no. This year, what they got, it ain't guaranteeing you getting in, is it? If you win the ACC, because they got the top 12. It's the top.
Yeah, but I think there's still the Power Four gets an automatic bid, but it doesn't affect your ranking, right? Because remember last year, 4 to 5 conference winners got that first round bye. It's not going to be like that. So just because you won your conference title, like you're not going to get a first round bye, like Arizona State did last year, right? And they were ranked like 14th. It shouldn't have been like that.
Okay, fair enough. No arguments here.
Yeah.
You got anything else, man? You want to add on this ACC talk here?
Nah, man. Like you said, pretty easy conference. It's Clemson's world. I'll be shocked if Clemson doesn't win this the ACC this year. Something would have went bad.
I mean, we had to talk about it. It's a Power Four conference.
Yeah.
You can't not add it in the discussion. So that kind of wraps up our Power Four conferences, Corey. We've picked our champions. We know where we're sitting now as far as all that goes. When we get on here next time, college football playoff prediction. We'll predict our top 12. We'll predict who we think is going to land in that. That's not going to be easy. That's going to be hard to predict.
It
really is, because if you look across the landscape, I got some research and stuff I definitely have to do on that, man. I can't just hop on here and give you a 12-team playoff. That's tough.
I kind of got an idea of like 6. I can't even begin to think about the other 6 who I would put in. So, yeah, I can
tell you right now, you're probably going to count Texas in that thing. You got to count. I like a Alabama sneaking in that thing this year. I like LSU in there.
You're going to see 5. You're going to see 5 SEC teams in it.
I think you're going to see at least 3 or 4 Big 10 teams.
I
And
was
then,
gonna say 3 Big Ten teams.
yeah, you're doing what? Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State. Definitely gonna see some stuff like that. But anyway, we're
Yeah.
giving these people too much content right here, Corey. We got to save this for the show whenever we do it. But
Yeah.
anyways, if you guys aren't already, y'all already know what time it is. Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. It's real easy. That's 3 things. I promise. It doesn't take long at all. Also, too, if you guys aren't, if you guys would for us too, post this on the X, put it on the Instagram, TikTok, share this. I don't care
Yes.
where you share it. Put us out there. Let people know that we're here because we got content. We want people to see it. So at the end of the
Hell yeah.
day, y'all be good. Y'all be easy. Peace out. Love and happiness. Easy.
Peace.